Singleness is the foundation of all relationships. Parents and children, friends, colleagues, and of course, in relationships that are more intimate, like marriage. Singleness determines the quality of relationships personally, socially, and professionally. If you're having problems on your job, getting along with people, that's a singleness problem. If you always seem to have tension with people in your office or on the job as a plumber, or always having fights and stress relationships in your department or on the police force or in the hotel, wherever you work, that's a sign that you are suffering from a singleness problem. If you're having problems personally with your spouse, that's a sign that you and your spouse are both perhaps struggling with a singleness problem.
Deepen your relationship with God. Because you cannot run from you. You have to deal with you. When I talk to you about deepening your relationship with God, the emphasis is on relationship. Because if you don't learn what relationship is, what will happen is if you do get married, you have expectations out of marriage that are not realistic. And some of it comes from not understanding what relationship really is. And so you don't have healthy relationships with other people because you've not had a relationship with God. Now I'm not running around thirsting for somebody to love me because I can begin to make wiser decisions because I'm not so ravenous for somebody to talk to, not so ravenous.
Does the body good. Okay, so last week we chatted about intrapersonal relationship, which is working on that relationship within yourself so that you can bring about the life and the lifestyle that you yourself would like to live on a daily basis. Well, today on our solo date, get ready with me, we're going to discuss interpersonal relationships, which is basically how we relate to other people. This includes our family, our friends, our associates, our colleagues, and that special person that you spend your vulnerable moments with. We're going to talk about how the interpersonal relationship piggybacks on that intrapersonal relationship, and this is exposed through our verbal style of communication, the nonverbal cues that we give off, as well as affecting our mental capacities to relate to other individuals, our emotional intelligence, as well as our spiritual essence, that if you allow it to take over a relationship, it most definitely will, as well as speaking through our physical and our financial. Relating to other people requires a lot of energy, which is why it's so critical to hone in on your intrapersonal relationship and do your work, honey. Okay, so as we go on our solo date, the number one thing that I really want to focus on is my waiting and dating season. Ooh. And when I speak of dating, I'm talking about dating myself and dating the Spirit of God. Okay? You know what I'm saying? If I continue to sit here and run my mouth like this, Christina, we're not gonna make our appointment. Let's go ahead and montage this thing out so I can finish up my makeup and get out the house. Now, one thing I want everyone to be aware of, or just to take a moment to think about, is how our interpersonal relationships are directly related to the things of which we are exposed to, so that we could better create in our mind the type of relationships that we would like to have with each and every single individual that we come in contact with. So when we're thinking about our dating experience, whether we're dating to get married or dating while in marriage, we have to have a firm understanding and a solid foundation of what would I like this type of relationship to look like, sound like, feel like thrive like. And with that comes a mindset as far as, I know I would like to be talked to this way, so let me talk to my partner that way. I know I want to be treated in such a way, so let me operate out of my personal love language so that I could get that love language back in return from my mate. Drinking plenty of water, so I hope that you are doing the same. It's a hair time. Now, one of the things that I believe in is that when you look good, baby, you feel good. Came out just like I wanted it. Fluff that out. Let's go get an outfit. So, because of the temperature today, I'm thinking I want to wear a skirt and a nice little black top and put on some cute little heels and go to brunch. And I need to hurry up and get on about this house. Okay, so now that my hair is all the way together and makeup is done, everyday look, I'm going to now go to my clothes rack. And another thing that I have found that works perfectly for me, again, we're romanticizing life, I lay out outfits of which I'm going to wear throughout the week. So because today is Monday, the first outfit is the color is definitely summertime. I got this skirt way back when from Macy's, yet it still fits, it's still cute, it's chic, and it's perfect for the summer. Top that I got from Express, and wear some nice little heels with it and drink my water. I can't wait to put on my shoes and head up out this house. Okay, so to pack my bag before we get on up out of here, I'm simply gonna add my lip combo that I have on today. The espresso lip liner and then the NYX butter gloss. I have my purse. I'm going to be drinking some tea once I arrive to my mother's house a little bit later, so I'm gonna take my tea bags with me. This one right here, get my whole woman's life together, okay? So if you have not tried raspberry tea leaf, I recommend that you do so. It's so helpful for our feminine bodies. So I have my book that I'll be reading. I'm on chapter 3. I'm on page 56, so I'm on chapter 3. Can't wait to read. And then I have my journal that I'll be writing down thoughts that comes to mind as I create my dream life and continue to romanticize my life on a daily basis. We're heading towards the other side of town right now so that we can go and have our brunch. And then after brunch, we're going to run a couple of errands. I need to go into Bath and Body Works to pick up my refresh for my home. I am also going to stop at the local market so that I could get some nice flowers because I want to make a custom flower arrangement and give it to my sister as a touch of my love from me to her, because today is her birthday. Happy birthday, baby. I know you watching. Made it to the other side of town and I'm almost to my destination for brunch date. So as I was driving, I started to think about what are 2 to 3 things that I have implemented in my life over the course of these last few years that have bettered my relational practices with everybody that I come in contact with. And I think the very first thing for me would be centered around how I take the time out to take my whole morning routine from my nighttime routine, like everything that I can say just on a daily basis that I have taken the time out to carve out and make it a romantic feeling for your girl. So just like with the water, instead of drinking out of the plastic bottle or a regular cup, no baby, I'm gonna put my water in my wine glass. Instead of sleeping on a basic cotton pillow, no baby, I'm gonna sleep on a silk pillowcase to help preserve my skin. You feel me? Making for sure that even my bath routine, like everything is heightened and romantic. Thing that I want to talk about is how I use my words to communicate with others. This is something that I had to go into my own personal closet, child, and sit down and realize like, I'm not too sure that I want to continue to use such perverse language when I'm talking to someone if they make me upset, or just when I'm kicking it with my girls and saying something that would tear them down even without them knowing. I had to clear out the perverse language and incorporate positive word choices that will uplift someone's spirit, that even when someone is having a bad day and want to come at me crazy, baby, I'm gonna look at you and I'm gonna smile and I will say, I hope that the rest of your day is better than the present time that you're having, because I don't want someone to pull me into that energy field and captivate me and keep me captured. No, baby, I'm not gonna give you the power to do that. The frittata Italian omelet. I can't wait to try it. My waiter come back over here, we'll order that. But in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and start reading. I'm on page 56, chapter 3. So I'm gonna go ahead and read them. My goal is to get at least 2 chapters done, and then I want to scribe out my thoughts after I have read, because I'm pretty sure that it's going to feed me some really good knowledge. And I plan to highlight things in the book that's going to evolutionize my dating experience. So as I'm reading, I'm at the end of chapter 3 already, and one of the most critical pieces of information that came out of this part of the book is that God will not choose the person you are to settle down with, to marry, to link up with. God doesn't make those choices for you. And so we as humans must take accountability for our own actions, that if I meet someone and I choose to be with that person, then that is simply a choice that I made, and I must take responsibility for all of the occurrences that come out of that union. And a key phrase he said, do not evade being responsible for your own actions. Bear the responsibilities of your choices and their consequences. Baby, that's a whole hit and a whole read for me. Because sometimes we think that when I meet a person, in my mindset or in their mindset, they'll come to think that, oh, God created us to be together. God said that you're my husband, you're my wife, when that's not actually the truth. The truth is that you choose for that person to be your husband or your wife. And then if things does not pan out the way that you are expecting them to go, or a person does something that infiltrates on your standards, then you have to take responsibility for allowing that to occur within that union. And so, again, I absolutely love getting this sort of knowledge, because, you know, we hear that in society that, oh, God will tell you who to marry, or I prayed and this person is supposed to be my husband, when in actuality, that's not the truth. God gave us the freedom to make decisions on our own accord. However, the more new knowledge that we seek, the better our decisions will turn out. watching? Baby girl's not gonna eat the bread. This is so good. That was so delicious. If you live in Houston, Texas, I definitely recommend going to First Watch for breakfast or lunch. Frittata, perfect. I need to learn how to make that omelet at home. I'm gonna be writing down that I learned from this book is number one, God does not choose your mate, and you must take responsibility for the outcome of that relationship. And secondly, the world has 4 pillars of which is taught to choose a mate from. And according to Dr. Miles Monroe, that would be your physical appearance, social status, intellectual ability, and financial means. However, his word is to not only utilize those 4 things, but to really assess a person's spirituals and where are they operating from, because that is where you will be able to gauge how the relationship will pan out. A car scent, and luckily today everything is 40% off. I think I'm gonna go with this one. Two types of flowers.
Place item in.
Personally, I'm learning that through dating myself, I'm coming into a revelation of how all of my previous experiences have shaped the woman that I am today. And that the more I crave to learn new information, it stretches my mind, furthers my belief in God, and instill a new level of ceilings that I could burst through. And when I come out to the world and I dress myself accordingly to how I want to be represented, I am able to flourish and go inside of any establishment, right? And sit down, enjoy the company of myself, open up a great book. I personally like to have a book in my hand. I am a kinesthetic learner, and having a book in my hand and being able to interact with the book, taking my notes down, highlighting things that speak to my spirit really works for me. So as you all are going on solo dates yourself, if that is something that you choose to do, drop a comment down below and let me know what are some things that speaks to your spirit as you're out to improve on your mental capacity and, further enhance your intelligence in every domain of life. Creating this arrangement was just so therapeutic. It was so peaceful. What's going on with her? Like, let's not